smell what the flock is cooking. Flock up or flock off, not you. You stick around because it's about to go down. You now flock with the most energetic in the Eagleverse. And here on a Tuesday, who's day? On a Tuesday, swoop day. Let's swoop in, let's flock in, let's check in. Let's do all the things that we do when it's equals the clock around here. Because you know that's my favorite time of the day. But that's always all times of the day. Like, dude, I could dead ass really sit here till the season starts. I wish I could do this challenge. Like, sit here and just go all Eagles until the season starts, bro. Because we're getting so close. We're starting to hear things coming to, they're materializing right now. It is an awesome time to be alive. It's an awesome time to fly, to be an Eagles fan. And we got a lot to get into today, man. There's no method in my madness, just madness in my methods. So we're just going to throw it all over the place, man. We're going to get into a little Jordan Davis, a little Devante Parker, some DeJean, some Bryce Huff, some Saquon, some competition, and all kinds of things to get into, man. But before we get into that, let's get the Nets keeping out of the way. Let's keep the maniac thing. Please like, subscribe if you about that fly, Eagles fly. Drop a comment in that box if you're flying with the flock. Even if you're not, let's fly. Let's join the Maniac Thing Noti Gang. You hit that bell, you get a ding whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. And while that's the Maniac Thing, let's keep the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes, good times, fly skies. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there, because we about to go there. Oh, yeah. Let's fly and go. We ain't here on a Swoop Day Tuesday. I don't know what I'll call these Tuesdays, man. Tuesdays. And if we're saying that Tuesday is anybody's day, man, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, Jordan Davis, oh my goodness. But you know what? While looking to see if I could find any more videos, any more articles about Jordan Davis and how he looked coming into OTAs. Oh, yeah, OTAs. We're getting into OTAs. OTAs. So, like, these OTAs, the OTAs are here. And while looking to see what's going on in OTAs, you know, trying to check Twitter, trying to check YouTube, trying to check videos, whatever place I could try to get these things, I'm searching high and low. So I'm across these videos speaking on Jordan Davis and like, oh, he's looking great, breakout candidate of the year, and da-da-da. So I'm like, I'm seeing all these videos, and I'm like, and then I'm seeing in the background of videos, I'm seeing some guys that ain't here no more, like, oh, man, this ain't. So these were videos from last year, dogs. So basically, I say all that to say this. We're saying the same thing we were saying last year, albeit it looks different. You can say the same things, like they say, man. Like, I don't know if you're watching anything, this Diddy stuff. Oh, man, hearing it is one thing, seeing it is another thing, but that's completely out of, I don't want to touch that with you. So you got Jordan Davis saying he's looking great and what the things that may come in the upcoming season. We got this guy, and he looked great last year coming into camp, breakout candidate. And I'm not of the ilk. I'm not of the mindset that he was a failure last year, that he's even a bust, anywhere near a bust. You know, these guys, these interior linemen, sometimes they take a bit longer. You know, we heard this time and time again, 3 to 4 years for these guys to come into fruition. And a lot of people, we live in this microwave society, like you pop it in, boom, boom, you're done, and it comes out and you're great. Yeah, that's a very few amount of guys, man, and not everyone is that guy. Well, you was counted that, I imagine. If he's a first-round pick, you maniac, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, it still doesn't matter. Where he was picked does not matter. You know, it just doesn't work like that. It's not automatically because you're this, you're that. This is not some math logic. I teach, whatever. Regardless of whom or what, I've seen him grow, and one of the biggest growth, even though, the dude was damn near dead after this fact, but the way he pursued Josh Allen on him running out of bounds, and it seems like that was the last day of the Eagles season, the last good game of the Eagles season, when we came back on the Buffalo Bills, and Jordan Davis just flying across that field, forcing Josh Allen to run out of bounds, and then after that, he died. But I believe he's back this year, and I think he took that and all the things that have happened over the course of his career to become the man that he's becoming to become. Yeah. Regardless, I mean, just like he looks like he's ready for this season. He looks stronger than he's ever been, lighter than he's ever been. So I'm just hoping that means that what we see right now will be what we see on the field. Like, the results will match what we're seeing, the work that he's clearly putting in to become a better player. I'm about to say stuff that I heard from last year's videos. Regardless of what, Jordan Davis looks amazing, and I hope this means that he will have an amazing season. So, Jordan Davis, let's fucking go. Jordan Davis, it's your day. Tuesday, whose day? It's Jordan Davis' day. This is going to be Jordan Davis' year because we need it to be Jordan Davis' year. Sidebar, I'm wondering why. I believe, who did I hear talking about this? Johnny Mack, Colorado. These guys, it's like it's never dawned on me, but you're thinking about it, like, Will has been around a while, bro. He's been around longer than Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, and we're still seeing no extension. And we know how our Eagles like to do is to extend these guys early, but they went and chose to extend Devante Smith, which I am not mad at all. But I mean, like, if Will comes out here and has a great season, they've proven to know what they're doing with this money thing, playing this money game, man. So, I mean, who are we to say he balls out and we sign him and then we still got to worry about Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter coming down the line? So be it. It's a beautiful problem to have. Just, Will is one of those guys that I wish we would have locked up sooner. But I guess I don't know. I don't know. We usually lock up the interior lineman guys, but for whatever reason, we could have got him early and cheap. But I guess, maybe doing right by the player, let him ball out, let him do his thing. And it's like I always say, it takes 2 to tango. Perhaps his representation isn't willing to come to the table yet because he knows, how he might do. Sometimes he might lowball him. And the next thing you know, he's an all-star, out-of-this-world player. So, regardless of what, man, it's a beautiful problem to have. And I just hope Mill will. Sidebar, it's your day too, Mill. It's the whole defensive line. It's an Eagles day. What are we talking about? Tuesday Swoop day, man. We sticking with it. Another thing that I caught in the last few days, Devante Parker retired. So WR3 is the big deal right now in the Eagles locker room. We're going to talk about a lot of positions coming in the coming months to see, what are we going to do? Which holes do we need to fill? And much like I said, there's going to be no method to this madness or the cacophony of sounds that I'm going to throw your way in the coming months. But there's a lot of madness in my methods. Where's my nest? Madness. But yeah, as far as the WR3 position goes, wide receiver 3, I was of the mindset that I was hoping for the best. They're not expecting the worst, but, planning for the worst, hoping for the best, whatever the case may be. Devante Parker, he hasn't produced that much over the last 2-3 seasons. You can counter that with, he was playing with Mac Jones. He was playing with the defensive coordinator as an offensive coordinator, a special teams coach as an offensive coordinator. All kinds of things were going on over there with the New England Patriots as far as that offense went that left a lot to be desired. So, maybe those things could have been part of why he was not producing quite the way he normally produces. However, and another thing that people say is he didn't get a lot of separation. I don't believe he's ever gotten a lot of separation. He's just a huge target with a big wingspan, a big catch radius, and he would snatch anything that you threw his way. So, there's that to counter with. However, he's not here anymore. He's retired. Once again, I don't know what it is about guys signing with the Eagles, coming in this building, and then talking about they're retiring. It's a bit off-putting, but, regardless of what, everyone else seems to love this organization. We have great management. We love this organization. Other players still want to come here. So it's a great place to be. Devante Parker probably saw the competition coming this way, and a lot of people are thinking that perhaps we need to go outside the nets, go snatch someone up. I've seen a multitude of names come up, none of which really pushed me left or right that I was really feeling. But I believe we may have the guys already in here in this locker room, Anaya Smith, and perhaps that's what Devante Parker didn't want to contend with, all the competition that we have, because we have a lot of competition in this camp coming up. I believe we have about just as many WR3s just as many wide receivers coming into camp in these OTAs, not so much in these OTAs, but coming up in the upcoming camps. We've got hella wide receivers, we got hella DBs, so there's going to be battles all over the place, competition all over the place. It's going to be crazy for the remainder of this offseason for the Eagles. So I just can't wait to see how this thing breaks down and how it goes. But much like I was saying, I believe we may already have some of these answers in the locker room. Johnny Wilson, we never know what he could become. Is it Johnny Wilson? Am I getting it wrong already? Probably so. Who cares? Then you've got Anaya Smith. He seems to be a dynamo. Who knows what could come of that? I am the president of the Brent Covey fan club, so there's that. Then you got so many guys. There's guys all over the place. So we're going to see how this thing pans out. But if I were to go outside the nest, that I would go with, for whatever reason, call me crazy, because I saw a few of the articles that I've been reading saying Devante Parker, it's a big loss, losing that experience, losing the veteran leadership and blah, blah, blah. Like, really, dude, Devante Parker, I was hyped about him, but not that hyped, guys. Relax, dude. He barely was here for a hot chew and a sneeze. What are we really talking about? So then the guy that I'm looking at, hopefully, and I hear that he's going to be in Pennsylvania, so maybe to swoop in and scoop him up, Michael Thomas. And it was crazy when I went to go look up at Michael Thomas, see if he was anywhere yet. Free agency. Okay, he's still a free agent. Then boom, you see the news pop up. Oh, snap, the Steelers. These players love Mike Tomlin. So if he gets in that building, there's probably a chance that he won't make it out. Who knows? I wouldn't mind snatching him up if we're looking at it from that leadership quotient, from that experience quotient, from that veteran quotient, that he might be the guy that we're looking for. And like I said, there's other guys out there. And I mean, whoever we ride with, whoever we fly with, I'm here for it. But if I was to get to choose the guy, I would go with Michael Thomason. We're going to stick with the competitor thing. Competitors, competition all over this locker room. And I'm loving, the things I'm seeing. I'm seeing guys on Excite bikes. What do you call them? Compact contact bikes. You know what I'm talking about, those bikes. Those bikes they're driving now. Extreme bikes. Assault bikes. There we go. Boom. You see your boy A.J. Brown on it. You see Saquon Barkley over on the side. You see Saquon Barkley going to war with Jalen Hurts with the squats. I don't even think Jalen Hurts went to squat. I think he just gave him a look like, you got that, bro. Plus, we need Jalen Hurts to take care of that leg in the offseason because, we don't know how things went down last year, but, we know something to do with the leg. So we don't want to mess with that. Regardless of what Saquon is over there with that. Then you see Trevor Keegan and Gabe Hall in there with a push-up competition. Saquon's right there in the air, bro. We've heard of ultimate competitors. We've heard of ultimate competitors. We've heard of apex predators. I believe this guy Saquon is an apex competitor, dogs. Like, he's just all over the place with this. He's just enamoring himself with this locker room. It's so dope to see. I can't wait to see how this looks on the field, man. We got crazy people like Graziano. Graziano has been down on this trade from the beginning since it happened. Like, I'm hearing things, so now I'm even hearing. He's still even tweeting about it. Like, he just doesn't seem to believe that Saquon Barkley is going to have quite the impact that us as fans think he'll have on this team. And I believe he's going to be able to affect it in so many different ways. Not to say that nothing against DeAndre Swift, just it's different. It's something different, just like a lot of teams with bad quarterbacks. The best guy in the room is the backup quarterback. If you got a good team like we got, the new guy in the locker room, bro, is the dude. Ooh, you just can't wait to see him. While we're talking about new guys, look at this transitioning pretty well. What, we flowing today, baby? The therapy's been working, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all can be anywhere in the world, but you're here flocking with me. Let's flock and go. But yeah, we got that going. So while we got that going, new guys in the room. Bryce Huff, well, there's a lot of questions. I mean, that is one of my biggest questions of this offseason. One of the things that gives me the most cause to consternation, agita, worry, if you will, is losing Haason Reddick. I know we've heard the things of, he may have been a bad sport, if you will, due to the fact that he wasn't willing to run some of the schemes that they were running last season. But I mean, the defense as a whole was a trash, so why should we put it on him? But maybe, I don't know, Fangio caught wind of this and just doesn't want to deal with it. Who knows? Or because it just be a money thing. I could be looking way further into it than it needs to be looked at. It's just, the question is, how are we going to replace that production? The quick answer, I'm like, let's do a Bryce Huff and a Nolan Smith, put them all together. Boom, Haason Reddick. Because a lot of people seem to believe that we've got to throw Bryce Huff like straight into the fire right off the back. Boom, boom, give him the snaps. He has to produce the same amount of snaps that Haason Reddick straight off the back. And I mean, if that were the case, and if we're going by the math, then he should bring us the same production that Haason Reddick gave us. However, I'm not looking at it like that. I believe I'm of the mindset that you pay guys for what they did or what they do. And having a guy, much like I said before, I know everyone's out here counting the owner's money, just like I'm kind of doing right now. In 3 years, $51 million. That's still on the low side of things. And that seems to me that what he was doing for the Jets, that money constitutes that same production. If you know what I'm saying, like 17 a year, 10 sacks. Who's mad at that? I mean, and there's a question also of will he be able to repeat just that? And that's why I'm tripping right now. That's what's causing me to tiptoe back and forth. Which is which? Who's who? What's what? How is this going to work out? But if he were able to, let's look at it like that. We can only go by what we've seen. So we got a guy who gave us, 11 sacks last season with about half of the snaps that Haason Reddick gave us. Then you try and fill that in with other guys. No, I believe maybe about two-thirds of the snaps that Haason Reddick have, if memory serves me correctly. So we've got that going, and we're filling the other third with a Nolan Smith. We got a rotation. We got a bunch of guys, perhaps a Zach Bond, even though Fangio's talking about Zach Bond coming to inside. There's guys. We still got Brandon Graham. That is my boy. I love Brandon Graham, one of my favorite Eagles of all time. We still have to contend with the age quotient of things. And then we've got Josh Sweat. So four-man rotation on that defensive end spot. Perhaps we could still look into someone to bring in as far as that goes, because we're looking at the money that's left over. We still have quite a bit of money left over because look what we just signed. Cooper DeJean, one of the last. No. We still have a few more rookies to sign. I believe Q still has to sign and a few other guys. So we've got that going. But Cooper, DeJean, what we gonna call it? Cooper DeGreen. He signed up, and we still have cap money left. So give it up for Coop. He's in the coop. Let's fucking go. So we got that going. And I mean, that's just adds to a whole other multitude of competition that's going to go on in this offseason. Like, where's he going to line up? Slot, outside. I doubt safety. It's crazy. It just seems crazy to me to take a number 2 overall pick. Not a number 2 overall pick. Your second round pick. Your second overall pick as a team. Your second round pick. And put him in a position that he's never played before. It's like, what did you draft me for? If not for what I did. I don't know. Crazier things have happened. But he's in here, and the cap space is still looking efficient. So the cap space could still lend us to go snatch up perhaps another defensive end. I'm hearing a lot of people out there want Simmons out of the Broncos, another safety. So many things we could do, but I'm here for it all. And I can't wait to see how this thing pans out because, dude, like, this is just coming to be such a great offseason. And much like I always say, if you got the Fast and Furious, usually Howie doesn't engage in the Fast and Furious as much as other teams. He's more of the late and luxurious pickups, much like he's done with Bradbury in the past season. He's done with CJ, GJ, Nelson in previous, like so many guys. Was Patrick Robinson late too? I'm not sure. Regardless of what, it seems to be what Howie does. So stay tuned for things to come. I don't think we'll be anything soon. We're talking probably about maybe a week before the preseason starts, perhaps even a week before the season starts. Who knows? With Howie waving that magic wand, Howie busting those stupid dope moves. So I just can't wait to see how this thing pans out. It's been a beautiful offseason so far, and let's just keep this thing going. Football is right around the damn corner. I can't believe it. We got guys pulling up in the locker room, picking numbers. This is nuts, and I'm so here for y'all, man. But anyway, till the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You already know how I like to do around this time, about the time, at this time, man. It's always equals the clock around here, and we got questions. We got questions for who? We got questions for all y'all. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania swoops down and runs wild on you? Say it with me one time before we fly. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Fly, birds, fly. You already know. Get the fuck out of here.